And we should be live. So, welcome everybody. It's Justin and myself again, I think for the final last time during this hackathon. Um, but yeah, without further ado, Justin, just take it away. I think you've got a couple of slides and we can go through that. We can maybe announce the winners if we get to it. Yeah, go
Sure.
ahead.
All right. Thanks, Urban. Hi, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, evening. As I've always said, wherever you are, thank you for joining us for the closing ceremony for the Polkadot Hackathon Asia Pacific edition. Joined with Urban today. We will definitely be a time where we will kind of wrap up the hackathon itself. Definitely announcing the winners will be on the list and some of the things to keep note of moving forward as well because the hackathon honestly is just the start of a journey within the Polkadot ecosystem. And it's not just about winning something or being participating at the hackathon. It's really about how you have begun your journey in learning and get yourself equipped on this technology and be part of the ecosystem as well. So without further ado, I'll just get Urban up to do a little bit of sharing to kind of share with us from Web3 perspective what to expect as well.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much, Justin. You can go to the next slide. So, um, first of all, I think it's worth noting that this hackathon was a huge success, not because of my time per se, but because of everybody who was involved, including Justin and the AngelHack team, as well as our colleagues at the foundation, Parity, as well as everybody who registered and participated. So, first of all, before doing anything, talking about anything else, I think it's worth stopping and saying thank you very much for participating, for being here. It's fantastic to see everybody doing such a great job. So, what I'm not going to spend a lot of time because Justin has a lot of stuff to cover. So, what I do want to say is maybe, Justin, if you go to the next slide, I want to give some pointers what you can do in the Polkadot ecosystem, in the greater Polkadot ecosystem. So, what is to expect next? Now, first of all, obviously, we want you to join the next hackathon, which myself and Justin are already planning for the next year. It's going to be an extension of this global series. We intend to absolutely cover the whole planet as much as we can. So, this is also a call out for anybody if you feel particularly enthusiastic about a space, a particular region of the planet, please reach out. We'd love to work with more community members, anyways. So a big one for me is that anybody who has done meaningful work, who has gotten acquainted with what Polkadot is, how it works, and substrate development um, in particular, go ahead and find a job in the ecosystem. And this is purely, a personal recommendation. Just before this call, I went online and I looked at .jobs.net. I can paste it in here. It's called .jobs.net. There's currently 219 jobs online for the Polkadot ecosystem, and this ranges from literally from social media managers to hardcore Rust and Substrate engineers to DevOps to this covers everything from the non-technical to the really hardcore technical side. So I think it's worth exploring, having a look. There's a lot that the ecosystem can absorb. There's a lot that is going on. We just saw today that Parachains went live and are producing blocks as of today, which is a fantastic milestone. So good job to everybody, literally coding that. That was a huge, huge success. But yeah, with that in mind, right, this is kind of the final milestone of the Polkadot roadmap. So this is kind of the final stage of the launch. And with that, we're going to see parachains come live, and their ecosystem are going to be flourishing. And obviously, these parachain teams need hands on deck, which is why I think finding a job in the ecosystem shouldn't be that difficult, to be honest. I think everybody's quite eager to hire. Now, if you don't want to get a job, you might be thinking about starting your own thing. Maybe you want to, continue working with the team that you've assembled during the hackathon. There's two things or three things that I think are valuable to mention. One is the Web3 Foundation's grants program. So if you just Google Web3 Foundation grants, it should pop up. Everything is run also very in an open manner. So if you go and check out the GitHub repos, everything is there basically. And I think it's a good opportunity to kind of get a little bit deeper into the ecosystem as well. Now, the extension of this, or maybe not the extension, the next step usually that we primarily see is the Substrate Builders program. And I'm saying the next step because it does take a little bit more to get accepted into the Builders program. So what you'd be doing is defining milestones for your project. You'd be getting literally white glove support from the parity engineering team. Not just the engineering, but also wider. So if this is something that you're looking at, you want to take a project that you're working on further down the road, I think the Foundations Grants Program and the Substrate Builders Program are a fantastic extension. Now, with that said, there's also an on-chain treasury, and this is maybe not completely unique to the Polkadot ecosystem or the Polkadot network, but it's definitely something that should be utilized more. So as of now, the Polkadot treasury has, I think, just roughly over 20 million DOT in it, and the Kusama treasury has, I think, 440,000 KSM in it. So huge chunks of money, literally just waiting to be deployed. Check out what can be done. I think the process is fairly straightforward. You can also reach out to me if this is something that you'd like to do, and we can definitely help out. So in the category of becoming a better engineer, there's also a community-run course by Industry Connect and Akala. Actually, Brian Chen, the CTO of Akala, is the instructor there. The Substrate Runtime developer course run by Industry Connect, which is also a fantastic opportunity. Really, I think it's a 6-week course, and it really goes into some of the details and the basics that you as a runtime engineer should know. So this is kind of a good think and leeway into the Polkadot ecosystem. Now, the last one, what I've got written down here, is to explore opportunities in the ecosystem. And what I mean by opportunities is what I mentioned before. Parachains are coming online. So these are, Polkadot in itself is a relay chain that has parachains connected to it. And all of these parachains are essentially teams that are building their own networks. But these teams and their networks also have similar programs like we have with the Foundations Grants Program, with the Builders Program. They have treasuries. They obviously want to hire people. They want to employ them. So what I'm trying to say is go ahead and don't just look at what the foundation does and Parity Technologies does, but also look at the wider ecosystem. So to give you a couple of examples, I know that Akala and Moonbeam, for instance, have their own grants programs. There's Builders for Builders programs for these within these teams. There's a lot of support. Many of these networks have opted to use a on-chain treasury as well. So these are all funding and financing and support options that you can use in your journey moving forward. So with that said, Justin, you can go to the next slide. We do put quite a lot of effort into producing these events, these hackathons, and so on. And it's really, really important that we get some feedback from you. This is ideally done via this form. Previous slide, Justin, previous slide. There we go. There you go. So my appeal to you is please fill out this form. It's going to take you about 5 minutes, good 5 minutes. And anybody who's going to finish the form is also going to be eligible to get some swag. So, don't forget to fill in your email so that we can reach out to you and get some swag over to you. It is really, really important, right? The kind of the ethos of what myself and Justin do is really based on we want to make stuff better for you. We want to make these interactions better for you. It's not really about how we feel doing these things. It's about how you guys feel going through them. So the survey covers anything from, basic, do you think this was okay? Would you, recommend a Polkadot hackathon to somebody else? As well as going deep into, well, what kind of documentation have you used? Do you think this is good? This is bad? Just really give it to us straight. It's really important that we don't just get the positive feedback, but also the negative. So anything goes. If you'd like a Kusama t-shirt, I'm gonna make sure that we add it to the mix. So don't worry. All right, so this is basically it from my side. The last thing that I want to mention, just so you can go to the next slide, is that you can feel free to reach out to me. So my email is urban@web3.foundation. Please don't spam me. I hope this isn't a mistake, but anyways, really, with anything that you guys feel that you want to transmit and you need some support and you need anything really that I could help out with, feel free to reach out. And with that said, I'm going to hand it back to Justin, who's going to walk you through the prizes, the prize winners, as well as the rest of the stuff.
All right. Thanks, Urban, and so sorry about the technical. Was playing around with my mouse a little bit, but yeah. Thank you, Urban, for sharing. And like what Urban has mentioned, the feedback it's really critical for us. Really, as we look ahead in 2022, the rest of the Polkadot Hackathon, it's really an opportunity for us to create an experience that is better than what you have experience for this hackathon itself. And we really appreciate any feedback that will be given to us as well. So let's move on. Basically, this Polkadot Hackathon Asia Pacific edition, what we have been through is really 7 weeks of hacking, and it's really an opportunity for hackers of different varied level to really rediscover the basics or to learn the basics depending on where your journey with the substrate is, and really an opportunity for those to start building your first blockchain, especially for those who have newly participate into the Polkadot ecosystem as well. On this hackathon itself, we tried to have networking opportunities, be it on Discord channel or some of the other activities that we have, even the hackerspace that we created to simulate a virtual environment for you to meet your teams, to meet the mentors as well. Along others, there's lots of resources and technical workshops that were actually scheduled in order for you to get the help that you will need and to reach out to the folks who can help you better build your project along the way as well, and definitely to develop your skills in the blockchain technology. So before I announce the winners, I'm just going to quickly go through what are the prizes that are up for grabs based on the category that it's actually available on at the hackathon itself. First category that we have is build a blockchain, and there are actually 4 prizes up for grabs. The first prize would walk away with 8,000 US in cash, along with 4 Polkadot engraved ledger devices being featured in Polkadot social media, and a couple of expedited speech session for Substrate Builders Program if the project is applicable. Similarly, 50% discount for the Substrate Runtime Developer Academy for each of the winners, and definitely Polkadot swag. The second prize would be walking away with $5,000 in cash, along with 2 Polkadot engraved ledger devices, and the rest of the other items will be the same with first prize. And the third prize would walk away with $2,000 in cash and 1 Polkadot engraved ledger device. And lastly, for build a blockchain category, we did open up a project for everyone within the community to actually cast your votes. On that will actually contribute to the winner of the Public's Choice. Public's Choice winner will walk away with $1,000 in cash, being featured in Polkadot's social media. If the and 50% discount for the Substrate Runtime Developer Academy for each winner, and of course Polkadot swag. Now, the second category will be the open hack, and there's only 2 prizes up for grabs. One will be the main winner, which is the first prize, similar with Build a Blockchain, will be walking away with $8,000 in cash and 4 Polkadot engraved ledger devices. And also, we will be awarding a Public's Choice for the open hack category as well. Same pricing that they will be given out as per the Build a Blockchain. For the Docathon, we will be giving out a prize for each team who qualifies for the prizes to walk away with $2,000 in cash, with 1 Polkadot engraved ledger device being featured on Polkadot social media, and 50% discount on the Substrate Runtime Developer Academy for the winner and Polkadot Swag as well. So the judging criteria that each of the submissions that have been submitted, they are actually be assessed by certain criteria to make sure that the submissions do kind of meet some of the key factors that Polkadot as a whole are looking for. For Build a Blockchain and AngelHack, basically the submissions are assessed via 4 criteria. One will be the impact and usefulness. Next will be the originality, creativity, and innovation of the submission, the technical complexity, and last but not least, the user experience, where each of the criteria have equal weightage. For a Docathon, on the other hand, the how-to guide or tutorial are basically assessed via the clarity of the work that's being done, the examples and resources that's being raised up during the documentation itself, the goals and use cases, and the overview of the documentation in general. And in this case, the clarity and the examples do take a higher weightage with the total points of 30. So all these will not be possible without our help of mentors and judges throughout the hackathon. I would like to especially call out to our mentors who have spent time with you guys, be it on Discord or the mentor office hours, to really help you walk through the projects that you are working on. Even if you did not manage to complete the project where you'll be able to submit for prizes, I do believe that these mentors have actually invested in your team's project that you're working on, and definitely something that you can continue building post-hackathon. And that's really the objective that we would like to have as well, that the hackathon is not really an endpoint, but a start point as well. So we also like to thank the 7 judges who have spent their time over this week to look through all the submissions that we have, and to run through all the codes and all the documentations that were written during the hackathon itself, and to access each individual submissions thoroughly to ensure that winners are the winners that will be announced today will be people that deserves the award as well. So the moment that you have been waiting for, I would like to thank all of you who have actually participated, taken time to work on projects, even though it's 7 weeks long. And I'm pretty sure all of you come from different walks of life where you have different commitments, be it personal or work or studies. All of you definitely come a long way to work on the projects based on the categories that you are interested in, and to really spend lots of time to ideate and to really build on it as well. And I have to be honest that the people at Polkadot, the judges, are really impressed by the projects that were being submitted as well. So let's start from the first category, build a blockchain. The first prize winner of build a blockchain category goes to the team name CESS Labs. The project title is called Being Chained, and this is just a rough summary of what the project is. CESS Lab, you will be walking away with the first prize for Build a Blockchain category. The second prize for the Build a Blockchain category award goes to Team Chocolate, and the project name similarly is also called Chocolate. So this is a blockchain platform that aims to combat scam in crypto. And congratulations, Team Chocolate, for winning the second prize. The third prize winner for Build a Blockchain is Pocket Dimension, where the project title is IPFS in Substrate Runtime with extendable IPFS pallets. And congratulations to Pocket Dimension for winning the third prize of the Build a Blockchain category. Now, announcing the public's choice for Build a Blockchain, this team has gotten the most number of votes, over 200 votes actually, out of 500 plus votes that we have gotten throughout the voting period this week. And the public's choice for Build a Blockchain category goes to Team Chocolate. Congratulations for winning a second award during the category as well. So congratulations to the three different teams who have respectively won their own awards, and Team Chocolate for winning the public's choice as well. Next category will be the Open Hack. There's only two categories. First of all will be the winners for the Open Hack category, and the winner of Open Hack category goes to Team Automata Team. So the project title is Anonymous Democracy Voting with Automata. And congratulations for winning the Open Hack category for this case. Next will be the Public's Choice for Open Hack category. And the award goes to Team Kami. The project title is a Polkadot JS Plus extension, basically a version 2 of the original Polkadot JS extension with additional new functionalities that they have worked on. This has been a popular choice with the team outside, and similarly, Team Kami has actually gotten almost 200 plus votes for this as well. Almost gaining more than 50, close to 50% of the total votes that we have gotten. So congratulations once again to the two teams who have first won the first prize and the public's choice. The next category with winners that will be announced will be the Docathon track. With the submissions that we have looked at, the judges really took time to really look at the submissions and to figure out which are the projects that we should really be awarding the prizes. And with that, we have the first winner of the Docathon to be Team 53CR37. Congratulations to you. And the second winner of the Docathon track would be Shivansh Yadav. So congratulations to these two teams who have gotten award the prizes for the Docathon track as well. So beyond that, throughout the hackathon period, there is also a Polkadot Pathways for the Asia Pacific Hackathon edition. Basically, this is also a platform for you guys to actually have an opportunity to get acquainted with Substrate and also participate in some of the building activities to help you better build on your knowledge and hands-on experience on building on Substrate. With that as well, the top 50 teams will actually be awarded, the top 50 individuals, will actually be walking away with Polkadot swags as well. And I will not read out the individual names, but basically these are the 50 individuals based off the name that you have registered on the Polkadot Pathways that you will actually be walking away with the Polkadot Hackathon swag as well. So congratulations to the 50 of you. If you'd like to refer to the leaderboard as well, you may hop on to the participants guide. There is a leaderboard section where you can refer to the entire leaderboard as well to know how much points each individual has gotten, and similarly how much do you have if you want to make a reference as well. So congratulations once again to these top 50 folks. Now, while we are close to the end of the year, things might be a little bit slow for all of us. We do want to kind of take a little bit of break here and there. So just to let everyone know that the winners will be contacted by the Polkadot teams in the next 3 to 4 weeks to start the process of how you can collect your prize. So do expect to be contacted probably more closer to the first half of January by the team in order to know what are the next steps that you need to do in order for you to collect your prizes as well. So last but not least, before we kind of wrap things up, in all, I really like to thank Urban and Jimmy, who are the key folks who have been around, especially on Discord and even on the community events. I believe that you have seen the both of them pretty much most of the time as well. Really to take the time to join AngelHack together to get this Polkadot Hackathon going for all of you, and I hope that it's a great experience. Lastly, I also like to thank Harish, who is the platform and community lead from AngelHack itself. And from time to time, you would have seen him helping you along on the Discord channel as well. And I really appreciate Harish's involvement. And I hope that this will be an experience that is positive for everyone in general. As Urban mentioned, it's really important for us to hear from you your feedback about the hackathon experience in general, be it the positive one or the negative one. We really would like to make the 2022 hackathon with Polkadot a even better one, and this really helps us to understand a lot of aspects such as the participants engagement, how certain segments of the hackathons are being run, and how is the general experience from the project submissions, the clarity of instructions, how the community events are being structured, the resources that's being provided, and so forth. It's really important for us to be able to know where we stand, and to look at that. So simply just scan the QR code that you see on the screen right now. But if not, you can always refer to the chat where the feedback from URL is actually posted as well. Really appreciate any of the feedback that we have gotten. And as what Urban has mentioned earlier on, for those who have managed to submit and complete the participant feedback survey by as a token of appreciation, we will be sending you a Polkadot tea as well. So before we wrap up for today's sessions entirely, Urban, any last words for the folks out there?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say, maybe check the chat. Koinatumi is already telling people that they want to hire people. So if you don't believe me, this is the proof that people really want to hire you. But no, all jokes aside, I think I really want to say thank you again and congratulations to the winners. I've personally checked all the submissions as well, and I'm super, super excited for the winners as well as for the non-winners, right? I think it's important to know that there were the margins were very, very close, right? If you look at the third, fourth, and fifth submission, I'm definitely going to be reaching out to those people. So no worries. Even if you don't get a cash prize, there's definitely a lot that we can talk about. So congratulations again, everybody who has made a submission, who has won, who has made a substantial contribution. We all recognize and realize that developing in Substrate, building a blockchain is not an easy task at the end of the day, right? So this is something that a lot of people kind of let's say underestimate. When you get into the Polkadot ecosystem and everybody tells you, oh, look at these parachains and it'll be so cool, you can develop this, and it really is. It actually is. So, but it does take time, and we absolutely recognize that. And everybody who has actually made a submission here and has won a prize, you've done fantastic work. So really pat yourselves on the back. But with that said, oh, Chris is asking, where is the list of winners? Maybe Justin, we could post it onto the Notion page that we used throughout the hackathon. There we go. But yeah, with that said, thank you very much, everybody. Let me maybe just check if we have something hackathon specific to answer. Is parachain an alternative option for smart contract? Yes. What do you think of it? Okay, so this is maybe a separate discussion to have. Cool. All right, then thank you very much, everybody. I do want to wish everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year once it comes so far. Please cut us some slack. We're gonna reach out probably to you, to all the winners after New Year's. But with that said, really enjoy your holidays. Take a couple of days off. Have fun. Enjoy your family time. And I hope me and Justin will see you next year.
Definitely. All right. Thank you, everyone. Please have a great weekend, and thank you for taking time to join us even on a Saturday itself. Happy holidays to everyone out there. Even if you're not celebrating Christmas, take the opportunity to spend time with your loved ones. And see you in 2022. Goodbye.
Cool. Thank you, everybody. Bye.